Hi, this is Dave, Dave's Vintage Baseball Cards. Hi Megan.
Hi, how are you?
Megan is going to help us with some of our videos, and today we're going to do a video on some of the Topps insert items from the 1960s. Now, these items here, I say inserts, they're in our insert section, and you can see our contact information. We've got the URL address that take you directly to the insert section, but these cards actually were issued with their own packages. The ones that we're talking about today, they're the supers and the posters, the ones that were a little bit larger, not actually inserted, but they're in our insert section. So what we have for starters here, Megan, and you can see she's got Mickey Mantle, Bob Friend, Skowron, and others, and I've got one of my favorite players here, Clemente, and these on the back they would come with like a news bulletin type of a thing. The 64 Giants, there were 60 cards in this set. There were 7 short prints. These cards measured 3 1/8 by 5 1/4 inches. The fact that there's some short prints in there makes it a little bit more difficult to complete this set. We have some of the 1964 Topps stand-ups. These are a die-cut issue, and these cards, as you can see, they're yellow and green. And they're condition sensitive cards because with no white border, the least amount of wear on the corners would show up as white. They have blank backs, so there's nothing on the backs. And there's 77 cards in this set. They're the same size as the standard issue cards that day. There was 55 double prints and 22 short prints, which made this kind of an expensive set and difficult to complete. Some of the cards, like the Mickey Mantle and the Carl Yastrzemski, are extremely expensive in this set. Let's move on to some of the larger issues. It's a 1968 Topps poster. These were sold in packages by themselves. You get one poster and one stick of gum. And these measured 9 3/4 inches by 18 1/8 inches. And there were 24 of them in the set. And of course, Mickey Mantle, he's the biggest guy in the set, but it's just loaded with stars and Hall of Famers. They have blank backs. Now, to give you an idea on how these came, this is the way we sell them. And you can see they're folded 4 times over. So you have, naturally, when you bought these things brand new, they came with creases in them. Okay, once again, these are the 1969 Topps posters. This one here is the Pittsburgh Pirates with one of my favorite guys, Roberto Clemente. And these came, as you can see, folded over 4 times. And on this one here, if you take a look, you can see it's a little bit of a gum stain. They came with 1 card and gum in the package, so sometimes you had a little staining on them. These were the largest of the posters that Topps made in that era. They were 12 by 20 inches, and there were 26 of them in the set, I believe, and the most popular one, because that is the year the Seattle Pilots came into existence, so that's one of the more popular teams. People are always trying to get the Seattle Pilots team poster, and we can hardly ever keep that one in stock. These were a test issue, 1969 Topps Supers, and these are a little bit smaller. They're 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 inches, and it was a test set that had 66 cards in it. They're blank backs. Just the only thing on the back is player's name and the card number. So there's no statistical information there, and they have a glossy finish. They're kind of hard to put this set together because it was a test issue and it wasn't issued throughout the United States. It's just a very small market. And here we have the 1970 Topps Supers. It's a 42 card set. They came in their own packages. If you turn over one of the back of these for me, Megan, you can see it's got the same color scheme as the regular 1970 Topps cards, except there is no gray border on the front, which you would find on those cards. It has several short prints in this, which makes the set a little bit more difficult to collect. The cards measured 3 1/8 by 5 1/4 inches, and there were 42 cards in the set. And then you notice that they have, well, no corners, they have rounded corners. And moving along to the 1971s, which are the same size as the 1970s, and the back and the color scheme is the same as the 1971s. It's a bigger set, 63 cards, no short prints in this set, just stars and more popular players of the day, Aaron, Torrey, Mays, etc. And those were issued in 1971. But this is a very rare, condition-sensitive set. There's 55 cards in here. These are the 1971 Topps Greatest Moments. And as you can see, if I put this thing up where you can get a good look at it, it's all black borders, so there's no white borders. So the least amount of wear on these cards shows on the corners, so it's very difficult to get these things in high grade because any little nick shows up on those. I'd say the biggest card in that set is the Thurman Munson. That's his rookie year, and that's in there, and there's some other big name players in there. Last but not least, we have the 1972 posters, and these are pretty good size. These are 9 7/16 inches by 18 inches. This one here is Willie Mays. There were 24 posters in this set. They're fairly rare. You don't see them very often, but we have them here at Dave's Vintage Baseball Cards. So this is that's it as far as these larger insert items go. We have hundreds of insert items from the 50s and 60s and 70s. As you know, we like to try to carry a little bit more of the obscure issues here at Dave's. We're going to do another video on the 1960s insert items that actually were issued in with the cards and the gum. These all, as I mentioned, have their own packaging. If you're interested in any of these insert items, you can come and visit us at the site. You can see our link there. I'm putting a link down there that will take you directly to the insert section, and then you can go to the particular issue that you like. If you have a collection of these that you're interested in selling, we're always interested in buying this type of material. And we hope to see you soon down at Dave's Vintage Baseball Cards. Megan, thanks for your help today.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we hope we see you soon at Dave's Vintage Baseball Cards. Thanks.